that I'm doing is because, you know, they have done different things, and, you know, I take a shower or something like that, and maybe I come in here. I don't want to move the phone every time, so usually I'll just keep it private, but I'm streaming constantly. And you can tell I'm in here fighting something every day. You can clearly hear it. And it's just wild. I don't know why these things are doing this, but I have to figure something out. So I guess what I should do is try to talk to the chaplain and then start just doing the demonstrations and stuff, which I'll probably do that anyway. You know, the way I feel about it though, like if I can't help him, I'm just like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. If you want to sit here and talk all day, how about I just stream on every channel that I can to where people can see it and just name it, I'm possessed and I can't get rid of it. Help. I don't know, or watch. I don't know. I really don't know. I just know when something can talk through your mouth and move your body, it's fucking possessing you or controlling you, whatever the fuck that it is, whatever you want to call it. That's what I'm saying, Ashley. It's humiliating, though. It's really humiliating, but with me interacting with you guys, I mean, I've been on TikTok for hours before. With me interacting with you guys, I would be interested to see if they would sit and try to speak through my vocal cords like I'm crazy as hell. If I turn the streaming on, I really would like to know. I've never had them do it around people in public. I've never had them do it on here. Not to make me sound crazy. I have had them say things that made sense. But when I get off of here, they will just sit and do that shit all day. And then I have even heard them say, get a job and everything, and we'll stop. I can't believe it. I'm like, why would they tell me to get a job? What the fuck? Why are they saying this? Oh, I'd like a job. I'm possessed. I have possibly about, I don't know if it's Legion, at least over 3,000 entities attached, or I mean, whatever it is though. It just murdered an 81-year-old woman. But if you would like to hire me, I can't tell you if it's going to, you know, I don't know what type of job it would be. I don't know if it's going to curse somebody out if they come in or what, but I would love, love, love to have a job. I mean, what the fuck? It's crazy. I can't even get up some days, you know, like I can get up, I mean, but I can't even get out of the house. So I don't know. It's just wild. You guys know that some girl contacted me who's being attacked by these things. And these things have been yelling about her and saying all kinds of stuff. And it said that she was one of the spirit's girlfriends or something. And that I was no better than her or some shit. I don't know. They have drove me crazy with that lady. I blocked her once before and she came back in here. And I told her, I said, listen, it's not personal, but they have drove me absolutely crazy over you. I don't, you know, pretty much like, no offense, but I can't talk to you anymore, you know? So, I mean, I don't know. It's just wild, but I've met people who are experiencing this too, but I mean, I don't know what these things are expecting to happen. I don't know. Are they expecting me, like, first of all, waiting overnight is crazy. Second of all, excuse me, I know how they are. They can get into the chaplain just as easy as they can anybody else. I've seen it. Do they think that they're going to keep, you know, him in there like this? What are they going to do? I know TikTok's shutting down, but I've told you guys to look me up on YouTube and YouNow. Or any social media platform that there is. I'll look them all up and download them all. But I'm saying, like, what are they going to do? Keep me in here? You guys already know with this going on, you know I'm going to be getting out and telling people what's happening. You know that much. So, I mean, what exactly are they thinking that they're going to do? And what are they going to gain from it? Seriously. I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I'm so sick and tired of this. I'm so tired of it. I just want to get him to safety to where I know that something is not trying to do something to him over me. And then I don't care. I am to that place. I know maybe later I would or something, but I am just to the point where I do not give a shit. You know what I'm saying? And when I see people, I'll tell them what's going on. Because I know this is bullshit. How could the Catholic Church have so many people in the area that I'm in needing a fucking exorcist that they cannot see me until the end of the month? How is that possible? I don't understand. Divine Diva said demonic monitoring spirit. You know, Diva, I know exactly what that means now. Exactly. I used to wonder, because when this first started happening, I was like, what is a monitoring spirit? These annoying oranges are just that. That's all they do, is like watch me and talk about shit. They drive me crazy. These things watch people and everything. So that's what they mean by that monitoring spirit. And if there's anything else to it, feel free to tell people. But yeah, they are very monitoring. Jana said oranges. I used to see this little cartoon or whatever. It was an orange, and he was called the annoying orange, and he would just get on people's nerves. So I don't know, but it's just wild. They are so evil, and at the same time they will just sit around and annoy me all day long. Even when they're not gagging me or something, they'll just make noises and shit, and it's all day long. And I'm like, I don't know what it is that you're trying to do. Like, when you're just doing that, I'm glad that you're not stabbing me or tripping me or screaming in my ears or yelling through my mouth. But can you shut up? It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. So, I'm tired. I'm worn out. I don't know what your experience, but I know God and anything evil must not be entertained. They will not stop. They just took my son to the fucking Air Force and had him sign into the Air Force, and they've been torturing me about it. I'm freaking out. The only reason that I'm not literally, like, I don't know what more I could do other than trying my best to use what I have to get somewhere. And I would need to go somewhere probably like New York, like fast. Because I looked up the training schedule and they're not doing anything, you know, getting into any planes or anything like that. They're not doing any of that stuff. So I know what's supposed to go on from week to week. But my thing is, I'm still scared to death because I'm telling you, they could be getting into his drill sergeant and torturing the hell out of him, or using people around him too, and I will flip the fuck out. I will flip the fuck out. I don't care if it's demons or not. I mean, because that is my son. I don't want anybody yelling at him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You have to understand, I'm talking about severe torture. I'm not talking about regular basic training for the military, which is already really rough. You know, I'm talking about demons fucking with you, being mean to you, screaming inside of your head, and you can't say anything. That's what I'm talking about. He has something. I don't know what he's experiencing. I just know what I've seen, and I know something's there for a fact. Like I said, I haven't went into all of the details, but I have with the military. I took the time to explain all of that stuff. You know, and basically what it is I've seen things manifest. So, it's just horrible. It's just really horrible. So I guess, he's not doing anything. But, you know what? My thing is, I already know they can do what they want no matter where he's at. What's killing me is that he has something with him. And I'm thinking he could be sitting there like, what the fuck? It signed me into the military. What is it going to do? You know, I'm just trying to imagine what is going through his head. It has signed me into the military if he has awareness. I know I would be flipping the fuck out. I'd be like, oh my God, these things are going to take me out and have me shot or some shit, or have me kidnapped and POW me. You know, I would be thinking all kinds of stuff. The worst case fucking scenarios that happens with military men, they're about to do that to me. That's what I would be thinking. What else are you supposed to think if it's demonic? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just thinking about him, and they're like, you wait until tomorrow. And I'm like, what the fuck? Do you know what these things can do? But he told me, he was like, I don't know about that stuff. I understand. I get that. But can't I just like, can't he just be put on a bus and just sit back? Yeah, do something. Come on, you know. And that's like I told that lady on the phone. I'm like, what are you saying? Call the chaplain. Or what, they're going to like take him out and give him exorcisms? That's what you're saying? I don't know. I really don't. Like, and I was like, if the military's that hard up for soldiers, something's wrong. You know? I can't believe it. And these things are still here, like right now. And I'm like, I'm just waiting. I'm like, waiting. Like, when are you going to leave me alone completely? To where I have full control. And I get on a bus and I go in front of the news stations yelling about what you're doing and what you've done and what's happened to me. Telling everybody about what's going on and how these things are attacking people worldwide. And it's not on the news. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's why I figured like they were probably going to kill me or something. The other night they gave me chest pain. I don't know. Did he leave with someone to go to the Air Force? He went to the Air Force. These things said that they were going to have him join, and they were talking about killing him after they murdered my grandmother, and then I was told that he was joining. So, it's just wild. It's just really wild. He went and he didn't tell me anything because he probably, like, these things knew that if I could, I would have laid in front of him or done whatever to keep him from going. I hate to say it, but I probably would have like put him in the hospital if I had to. I hate to say that. Because of what they said. You know, they ended up saying that they would not do it, but that's what they said. So, you know, I don't know though. I don't know what these things are. I don't know, but I feel sorry for everybody because these things are doing something. They're up to something. Why are they doing this to me? Why? I don't get it. So, I mean, you know, this is affecting all of us. It really is. In some way. I don't know if there's enough of them to attack tons of people. You know? I don't know. I think there's a lot though. I really do. So, I wanted to ask, like, what else can I do? Do you think I should do? It's 7:05. Maybe I should go ahead and start demonstrating. I don't know how many people would be out. It's dreary. I don't know what else to do. When I call people, these things will jump into them. I do not know what to do. Maybe I should rest and then scroll through TikToks and see if there are people doing lives with more people in them to tell more people what's going on. Maybe I should do that. What do you guys think? This is horrible. This is awful. I can't believe it. I'm still in shock. And then to have these things talking to me and everything throughout this process, it's beautiful. It really is. It's really beautiful. So, I don't know. Nobody said anything. I don't know what happened to Margaret. I hope these things didn't mess with her. But, God, my ears. If anybody has any suggestions on what I could do in the meantime, please let me know because I feel horrible. I feel like I should be doing something right this second and I don't know what to do. I don't know other than the demonstrating to the public. That's it. I don't know what else to do. So that's why I'm coming to you guys, like, for the love of God or whatever. Somebody do something, say something. I don't know. know if something's wrong with the chat or just nobody's saying anything. Oh God, I'm so worn out. This is horrible. Demonstrate means I'm not protesting anything. I am informing people about something. So what I've been trying to do is make sure that I had enough money set aside to go around doing that. And the place where I'm at now, there's a pretty good lot of people here. And I was trying to do it in New York. And then somebody mentioned Houston, that there's a ton of people there and it's really busy. So that's what demonstrating is. There are rules to demonstrating. Some places you have to have a permit. Some places you don't. You just can't do it after a certain time with sound amplification. You know, you don't want to be doing it at 3 o'clock in the morning and waking the neighborhood up. So, like here, I can do it from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. I think it is. 6 to 10, yeah. So, New York, I have to get a permit. It doesn't matter what it is that you're demonstrating about. They can't tell you no just because of what it's about. But you do have to apply for a permit in some states. And you can't be blocking sidewalks and stuff like that. So, you know, I have Jana. It's crazy. And that's what I was telling the military. I was like, you guys do know this is worldwide. You guys do know that I'm not the only one. Like, I'm telling them this stuff because, you know, they know, just like anybody else, it should be. It should be, like, people should be saying something. And it's sort of like, if they're not, it's because, I mean, the only thing that I could possibly think of would be the panic. People flipping out and panicking and shit. Because they don't know what to do. And that's, I feel horrible in a way. But for the longest time, I didn't tell my family. I didn't even bring it up, but I saw it happening to them. But they were not saying anything. And I was like, they don't know. That's why. I don't even know if they're even there, like, aware. You know what I'm saying? And then I knew some of them weren't, but I didn't know about everybody. So, I tried to keep it completely, like, I tried to deal with it all by myself. Just to see, because I was like, it came to a point where I was like, I don't even know if there's anything that can be done. Why would I tell them if they can hear me? I was thinking different things that really didn't make sense, because I was like, if they can hear me, then these things are torturing them probably, because that's what they did to me. If they can't, I'm telling the spirit, the entity. So what's the point? I don't know. It was just like, is there a chance that they can hear me internally? Me saying that there's nothing that can be done. Would it make it worse? Would it make them more scared? I don't know, you know? Hey, Kingsley. I really don't know. You need help from some others who are struggling with the same issues. They can't help me. They can't help themselves. I have people right now needing help, telling me that there are entities assaulting them every single day and that they can't get help. And they're explaining to me that things that are happening when they go to get it, that is letting me know that they have multiple entities that are jumping when they're trying to get help. And I'm like, they're telling me, and I'm like, I don't even know what to do for myself. You know what I'm saying? If I can find a resolution, I'll be more than happy to help you. And these things have caused issues and fallouts between me and those people. But I openly tell people when I get on here, I try to tell them often, if you are experiencing this, feel free to request to come up in my box and tell people what's going on and where you are. Feel free. And, you know, if we all try to reach out and contact people to help, you know, make sure these people are not being tortured, I will do anything that I can. But I'm just saying, like, for anybody who's experiencing it, I am still struggling myself to get the appropriate assistance. And these things have tried so hard to torture me when I would talk about actual possession. I think because that word really shows the urgency and how crazy it is. You know, when you hear that word, you know it's serious. So attachment, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, anybody's welcome to tell people. Like, just request as a guest if you can. and I will do whatever I can to help you get it out. I only have a little over 10,000 followers. It's not like I have a huge following. I have reached out to an influencer. I'm going to try to reach out to some more influencers with a lot of followers. And that's the only thing that I know to do. You know, I need I need money to run ads. I don't know if I have enough to really accomplish anything to run any ads, but I can try. So that's the only thing that I know to do. I'm just very, very devastated that these things are so fixated on us that they are making me do all of this. And you know what they said to me, guys? And this is how evil that it is. And I'm like, you fucking evil thing. You know, what are you accomplishing? Yeah, you're causing me all of this pain. But when it gets out and people see the proof, they're going to know you're real and that you've done this to me. Why? What are you? I mean, obviously nothing can be done to these things or they would not be doing this. They were putting me through all of this so that way, because one thing that I really enjoy, and I don't know how many of you guys do, I enjoy traveling. And I like the thought of, you know, going somewhere and not having them know about this or talk about this. Do you know what I'm saying? I like that thought. You know, and how would I do that if I had to run ads all around the world telling people what was going on just to get appropriate assistance? You know, but I'm like, whatever, I'm running the ads if I can because I need help and he needs help, so whatever, I don't care. So I mean, I think that's why they're doing that, is just to be spiteful. These are very spiteful, evil, mischievous things. It's crazy, the things that they've done and said, and I'm like, I cannot believe this. I mean, they have made noises, things like, I'll give you an example, like something would get broken and they would say Nikki done it and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh my God, what? And there's nothing funny about it, like what they're doing to me and what they've done, but they'll say stuff like that, and I'm like, is this for real? Now maybe I'm hearing things, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's really crazy. And they'll sit and laugh when they do these evil things. I'm like, I cannot believe this. Oh my God. And when they were sitting there talking about what I would say to my little niece, well, my cousin, when they were talking about me interacting with her and her making that stinky face, oh my God, I was like, monitoring spirits, like what Diva said. I can't believe it. Are they worse in this new house? No, it's not funny at all. No, they're not worse here. They have changed, and I caught myself saying that they're bothering my family more than me, and here they are still moving me around and speaking through my vocal cords. But what I meant was, like, getting taken off to the military is serious. They're still bothering me. I'm still being moved and controlled and attacked. But I'm getting out of the house more. I am, you know, trying to still, you know, let people know. I mean, that's a little bit more extreme to be signed into the military by some diabetic or evil spirit. And I don't really know what's going on with my mother, but I know there's been a lot of drama that she's told me about since I've been here. So it's just wild. Oh, it's my cousin Ashbro. I didn't mean to call her my niece. I used to play with her, and like she would make this face where she'd crinkle up her nose and she'd breathe in and out like this. Like she would just make a mean face. And I was like, she's so rotten, you know, she was just so rotten. And they were talking about that, and they would they said her name. They said, hey, Shug, because I called her Shug. And I was like, how do they know? And then I'm like, oh my God, they were there. You know, it's crazy. Yeah, it is. It's crazy. I don't know. Like I said, I feel like something has been, like, was going on with I know something was going on with my grandparents now. It is scary. It really, really is. But